So when you left the first time, it wasn't just like a kick out of Discord, your computer shut down? Okay, so you might have caught a little bit of the Skylar rant
Test.
before
There
you
we
said
go.
restart.
Okay. Okay. Oh my God. I want to offer promotion for your channel. I'll come say hi in a little bit. Okay, James is gonna come. Silver Hate. Okay, we're gonna ban you.
What did he say? Like, what did he
Nothing.
say?
Just promoting bullshit. Just like buy
Oh,
followers. Nah, we don't do that here.
we
We don't
don't
fuck
buy
around.
followers. My name's Skylar, bro. All right. We don't buy followers. They just follow Skylar.
Okay, so then we gotta get Sirenscape. Bam. Then we're gonna do this. Bam. And then online control panel. Fuck yeah. Master interface. Bam. Then we need downloads. Fear's sharp little needles. Brought to you by Stygian Fox. Approved by Chaosium. Written by Scott Dorward. Holy shit. There we go. Cthulhu. And we're going to want to click the thing. There we go. UNLAND. And I renamed your guys' character sheets. Okay, boom, there we go. That's what I need there. This is what I need here. I'm gonna block that. Boom. And then Dingus. Okay. So, y'all had a YouTube channel. You had dipped in viewers and needed something to really spice up the channel, really bring the people back, start making a career out of this thing. But it all turned awry after you got some information from one of your Twitch moderators who sent you a hot tip leading you to an abandoned amusement park in rural Kentucky, Lee County, Kentucky to be specific. You guys flew in to the local airport on a small two-propeller plane after landing at the international airport. You rented a car and drove out to the location. After storing a lot of your baggage at the small motel room you had rented, you decided, let's get some night shots. You set out immediately. Upon arriving, on the way, you did a little research and found some of the sordid history of this Unland, this amusement park, and some of its dark origins. After actually arriving there and setting foot in the park, you found some good shots, found some very creepy areas. It was all dominated by this sort of clown motif, these sort of huge clown facades on the buildings. You examined some of the derelict rides, and you were always surrounded by this thick fog and mist. With your lighting equipment and your GoPros on, you entered the funhouse and went through a bit of an obstacle course and ended up almost becoming victim to a mass population of rats. But you made your escape due to some quick thinking by Becky and some raw strength from Skylar. You were able to exit and find yourself in the Hall of Mirrors, where you first encountered one of these beings, one of these remnants living behind in the reflections of these mirrors. It exited out from inside the mirror and chased you out of the funhouse. You found a fire exit, it was unlocked. There you were attacked by a maniac with a piece of rebar. He ran Skylar through, chest to back, and after a short scuffle ran off screaming my knife, and clattered off into the fog. You decided, hey, we shouldn't be here anymore, and why isn't Skylar bleeding out? This is weird. Let's get the car, let's get our medical supplies. You found that the gate that you entered in was no longer there, replaced by the tall lattice work that holds the tracks for this roller coaster high above you, out of sight in the mist. You decided, well, gate or not, we have to go through this to get out of the park. Skylar pushed in first. was encountered by some sort of shadow version of one of his middle school bullies. It's maddening mental battle he did with it, followed soon by Becky, who caught up to him. They both tumbled into this horrid and infinite nothingness. Becky succumbing to this brain and mind blasting revelation, the truth revealed before her, written like a book. It forever changed her. She became one of these remnants, one of these reflections, and attempted to merge herself with Skylar. With some quick thinking and dexterous movement, he was able to avoid being consumed by the remnant of Becky. And through sheer luck, fate, who knows, was able to actually escape the clutches of UNLAND. He called the police, as anyone would. Becky was gone. The police responded, and overwhelmed with fear and madness after what he saw, what he witnessed, what he experienced, he felt the need to destroy anything reflective. And when the police arrived, this was a sticky situation. On the other side of town, a 911 dispatcher received a call from Skylar, directed the proper emergency services toward him, and had some creepy goings on at the Beattyville Police Department. Her coworker Greg seemed to be put off by what she was saying, and everything that Diane remembers was very polite and cordial and professional. Greg responded as if he was being accosted and harassed. There's something going on. There's something strange afoot here. And I think we'll enter the scene right after one of these spongy, morceless remnants attempted to destroy the police vehicle that had picked up Skylar and all the occupants inside. Through some quick thinking and some gunplay, Skylar was able to exit the vehicle, uncuff himself, and actually rescue the officer sitting in the driver's seat. As they look on, as his vehicle is engulfed in flames, what do you do?
Well, officer, I guess we have a big walk ahead of us. Do you still have ammunition in your weapon?
I think my fucking arm's broken. He's kind of, at this point, puts one hand down and sits on the ground and looks at his belt. Where? No, I think you had the handgun, yeah?
Oh,
That.
that's that.
Give
Yeah.
me that, man. Can't be holding that.
Oh, here you go. Like I just wanted to shoot your mirrors out. That thing was scary.
Sure as shit shot something. What the fuck was that thing? I never seen nothing like that.
I don't know. That's what was chasing me through Unland. I think it might have ate my girlfriend.
Oh. So he kind of looks down at his radio, and it's busted. It's destroyed. There's the plastic shattered with some wires hanging out of it. Oh, so we always got our cell phones. Where's my fucking phone?
Actually, I don't have one. The
You
crazed dude who stuck the rebar in my chest, he took it.
Jesus Christ. Oh, I don't know if I could walk all the way back. We're about 5 miles from the station. I'm in pain. Oh, Jesus Christ.
That's a far walk. Uh, I don't want to leave you here. Like I feel like I should take you. I just don't know how.
Well, when we do a pullover this late at night, oh, I just have to assume that Diane sent all units to a situation like this. Can only hope. But I know the way. I guess we start hoofing it, right?
I guess is there something I can maybe drag you on so you don't have to walk?
Man, it's my arm that's broken, not my legs. It just fucking hurts.
All right, maybe we should take your work shirt off and make like uh, what are those things called? A slinky? No, it holds things that are broken. You see them in cartoons and video games all the time.
Okay, okay. I think I see where you're going. Are you trying to make a medicine check?
Uh, I guess. No, we are not trying to make a medicine check. No, no, we are not trying to make a
Okay,
medicine
so maybe
check.
it's more you're trying to advise him on how to give self-care. He's just like,
Yeah, let's see. What would
fuck, man. He rigs something up. It seems like the medical kit was thrown from the vehicle, and he finds it nearby, and just kind of searches through it, finds a little packet of ibuprofen, and takes 2 whole packets of it to the face.
Are you sure you're supposed to eat that much? Like drugs are
Uh,
bad.
I got a good liver. I've been sober for 30 years.
That's impressive. What's sober?
Something Mennonites do, boy. Now come with me. As you guys take this long stroll, um, I think we're going to go back to Diane for a little bit. Let me just double check my messages here. All right, Zach's having a smoke and then he'll be on. That's perfect. All right,
Sweet.
so Diane, you your last interaction was with Greg. I believe he tried to convince you to take a nap before you left. You politely declined, and for whatever reason, he took it rough and decided to leave. He had headed out to his car, started it, and left the parking lot. You then went, and I believe that was no, that was after you interacted with Dave the mechanic, who's in the motor pool working on some of the police officers' personal vehicles, changing batteries, changing tires, things like that. Um, Now you've been experiencing this sort of kind of dissonance when you've attempted to communicate with people so far. Strange. You re-enter the bullpen, and the first thing you notice is that your Bluetooth disconnects. Boom, boom. What do you do?
Wait a second. Wait a second. That's weird. Um, Walking over to the desk to see if I can double check my power.
Sure. As you approach the desk, you can see the computer across from you. As you approach, is blue screened. And it seems like all of the computer screens that were on have blue screens on them.
What's my coworker's name? Greg?
Greg.
Greg, are you still here?
He has actually gotten in his vehicle and left.
Diane's just kind of trying to hold back some mild panic with the fact that this is happening at the exact moment that she is alone. Um, Maybe just try to check out the cafeteria, the lunchroom.
Yeah, yeah. You head back to the break area, the lunchroom, and everything seems normal. You do notice that the the small department phone that is in the break room is the the indicator light that it's plugged in is off.
Um, how does the how does the power source look? Is the wire intact?
Yeah, it's just a phone line that runs into the wall. It's intact. It's not clipped or ripped or anything like that.
So I think I'm just gonna turn back around and maybe grab a flashlight with me and head outside, see if there's anything that I can notice.
Sure, sure. You head outside with a flashlight in hand, and as you exit the glass front doors, you pass the sort of hedges to the left and right and the small cigarette tower, and you see Greg being pushed back by several state police officers who are standing behind their vehicles. One rather portly one. This is all about 100 feet from you. No, we'll call it 50 feet from you at the gate to the parking lot. You see a rather portly officer pick up a bullhorn and begin to speak.
This is Kentucky State Police operating under the authority of the FBI. This is a quarantine. Do not panic. Re-enter the building. Help is on the way.
Quarantine. Diane's just gonna walk, not not super fast, but kind of in a quicker pace towards them to ask them questions.
Sure. As you pick up the pace and head towards them, Greg is shoved down on his butt, and a gun is produced from one of the officers and pointed right at him. And you hear in the distance, "The fuck back! Get the fuck back away from me! You get in the fucking building!" The bullhorn guy calls out.
Do not approach. Re-enter the building. Everything will be fine. Help is on the way.
Help is on the way for what? What's going on here?
This is a quarantine. Do not approach. Re-enter the building. We have been given orders to keep this building under lockdown
By who?
by the FBI.
All right, so why is my coworker on the floor then? Is that really necessary?
Greg is kind of scrambled to his feet and is backing up. And it's at this point that you hear helicopter blades approaching from the distance.
We have officers en
I'm
route to assist with this issue. Please remain in the building and remain calm. They will come in to assist you shortly.
I'm gonna like inch over to Greg and try to pull at him and see if he wants to head back inside.
Yeah, he's up at his feet and he's got his keys in his hand. He was pissed at you earlier, but at this moment, these guys are preventing him from leaving. So turns around and says, "Well, what the fuck are we supposed to do?" God damn it! I'm gonna open the vestibule. I need another fucking smoke. Just turns around and heads back in.
Hmm.
Was
I,
was this
I'll,
another
I'll,
fucking COVID bullshit? God damn it!
I'm gonna leave him be for a moment and go back to the other officer before and ask him if he knows why the phones are disconnected.
Uh, the other officer that yeah, the guy who like lets you in and out of the motor pool, he's standing inside the door with it held open, just kind of listening. So yeah, you approach him and well, what do you say?
Has anyone approached you over here? Spoken to you yet?
Honestly, Diane, I fell asleep at the desk again. I just heard the bullhorn and ran up here. I don't know what the fuck's going on. And he's looking at his phone. He's like, I don't have a signal. This is weird. The cell tower's right there. And he points like across the street, and there's a cell tower.
This doesn't make sense. I can't get in touch with anyone. I had the connection just a minute ago. You know, they said that this is a quarantine. Do you think they're the ones who are cutting out our signal?
You know what, Diane? I think I know that guy. I think I played softball with him before. Give me a couple minutes. Maybe I can sweet talk him. Maybe he can just let us out. Kind of, maybe only Dave has to stay here. You know what I'm saying?
Anything. That would be super helpful.
Yeah, all right. Give me a minute. He steps out. You and Greg are in the vestibule. Greg has opened the vestibule windows and is nervously smoking a cigarette. So Officer Bellinger, the man who takes cards and lets people in and out of the motor pool. He's got it easy, He's not an old dude, but he doesn't have to respond to hit and runs at 2 a.m. anymore. He's earned his keep. He was a hell of a pitcher in high school, so he volunteered for the softball league, and sometimes he would bean people. You remember him being a little aggressive. He approaches the line of police officers, and it's at this point you see a blacked out Suburban with a matte paint job, and rather than windows, there's this sort of fine metal mesh, and instead of a windshield, it's like a steel plate with a slot on the front of it. Pulls up about 40 feet behind the half dozen state troopers, and 4 individuals get out wearing heavy, dark clothing. Oh, hey there, Robert. Come on, man. We were on the softball team together. I got some people here who've been on the clock for 18 hours.
Get the fuck back! I will not ask you again!
Man, police officer to police officer, can we have a little leeway here? He takes a step forward, and you just hear a gunshot rip across the parking lot. As he took an extra step, just a little bit too close to that line of officers, and he falls. He's on his back, and he's attempting to stand up. And he looks up at the state trooper once more, and this portly man with the bullhorn produces a large revolver and takes another shot right at his head. You instinctively close your eyes and turn away at the last second. Greg's cigarette hits the floor. Greg kind of scrambles and runs from the front of the vestibule deeper into the building.
We have been authorized to use lethal force. We cannot risk contact with any of you. Stay in the building. Help is on the way.
Is contact with us? What do we have? And Diane just at that point is like kind of ready to go back towards Greg inside the building.
All right, you follow after Greg. Greg has scrambled through the bullpen, and as you enter the bullpen, you see the swinging door closing behind him as he sprints towards the break room, panicking. What's up, Zach?
Hey.
So Greg has sprinted back towards the break room. He's out of sight. Do you give chase?
Yes.
Right. You don't need to exactly sprint, but you just did see a coworker murdered in the parking lot by a state trooper. you maybe have a little pep in your step. You make your way through the break room where you hear Panama by Van Halen blasting in the parking lot. You glance out the window for but a second and you notice that the gate is open and the tow truck is gone. And Dave's nowhere to be seen. You enter into the hallway between the break room and the motor pool. And Greg is shakily scanning his card over and over, and the card reader just keeps blinking a red light. It's at this point we'll take our camera back over to Dave the mechanic. Dave the mechanic, Zach. So, let me give you access to this character sheet here. Dave the mechanic. Edit. Can be edited and controlled by me and Zach. Save
Good
changes.
goddamn card. This shit ain't working.
Let me make sure you can also view it. Can be edited by in all players' journals. Save changes. All right, you should be able to open Dave the Mechanic.
Oh, are we in Murder Shack?
Yes. Yeah. Oh yeah. You want me to drop an invite link? Oh no, I see you in here.
I
Sweet.
think I have it. Alright, so
So a
Dave's
few.
trying to open up a door with the card.
No. Dave is actually you on your AM/FM radio. You have it rigged so you can hear. It's also a police blotter. So you heard the call that one of our investigators received. Diane is a 911 dispatcher. So she received a call from an individual, a young man, who said he was trespassing in Funland, which is an abandoned theme park about 7 miles away from the police station. And while he was there, he claimed to have been ran through by a piece of rebar, and his girlfriend was missing, and someone was chasing them with a knife. Sounded like he was on drugs. The last part of the call that you heard before you got into the tow truck and tore ass out that way was that officer down, shots fired, we've been in an accident. And you didn't hear anyone respond to that call. Not any other officers, not EMS, not fire. And for whatever reason, you felt the need to help. You hopped into your tow truck, which is an old ass Peterbilt from like the late 40s, early 50s that you have tricked out with this really strong sort of muscle car engine with this super heavy steel body. It's a motherfucker of a truck, and it's got a winch and a tow hook. And you took off to the last location of Officer Jonathan Wilkins and the suspect or subject, Skylar. So, at what speed are you making your way to help these individuals? Is it high speed? Are you going normal?
High speed.
High speed. Let's get a drive auto roll. So you can use 3 points of luck to pass,
God
or you can
damn.
describe how you're deja vuing it in order to push the roll. So it's a very heavy truck, but you've driven these roads your whole life.
Well, power steering sometimes goes out. So I gotta manhandle that wheel there, you know? Plus,
All
I
right.
forgot to change the capacitors in my microphone. That's why probably no one's listening or hearing me. But let me swing this thing back around. Damn.
Yeah,
Go
you're
over a
starting
few
to
bumps.
skid out a little bit. And for a push, you could just re-roll.
The stick almost snaps.
With
Yes.
a hard success. All right. So you're able to get there in half the time it would have normally taken. You actually hit a couple dirt roads on the way. And for whatever reason, you go from a clear, you could call it late late night to like early morning as you're crossing into about 4:30 in the morning, starting to get that gray purple twilight. When you hit the road that's a mile off of Funland, there's a sort of fog sitting in the forest. Makes it a little bit tough to see. But with that expert driving, takes you no time to finally have enter your vision burning police vehicle overturned in the middle of the road. Standing nearby, seemingly an injured officer and a young man. This must be Jonathan Wilkins and his subject. What do you do?
David's come to a kind of slow down to low speed. His driver's side window's already open. Kind of stick his head out, wave to first person he sees.
You're probably on a first name basis with Officer Wilkins. In fact,
Okay.
you were changing his battery before you left on his personal car.
Wilkins, what the hell's going on? You guys okay?
Skylar, you see this old, heavy, steel-bodied, Peterbilt tow truck pull up. It's like an archangel from heaven. What do you do?
It's like, oh my god, bro. Like, oh, it's so good to see you. We're running from this thing, and then Skylar remembers that all the mirrors need to break. And now, am I still under insanity or no? Am I out of that?
No, the temporary insanity has ended.
Okay, all right. So then he won't do that. See, I thought I was still under it.
You're not you have no impulse control issues. There's not like you're fine. You can not destroy the mirrors, but I'll tell you this, the mirrors still creep you out.
Heard. Oh, like this big ass truck. Oh god, I went southern. So many southern people. Oh, it's like so good to see this big ass truck. Oh, it's just like my buddies at home that drive around. You know, they have big trucks because they have tiny penises, but it's okay. They're still cool. And their trucks are awesome.
Well, hold on a minute.
No, I'm not. Never mind. It's just so good to see you, and we needed like this vehicle so bad because something big and scary has been chasing us and injured us. This officer over here. I don't know how I survived that crash. I should have died.
We know there's some big ass bears here, especially when the morning dew hits. Hold on. He throws, a couple McDonald's bags back in the back seat. I got some room if you guys trying to hitch a ride.
Yeah, I think we're trying to get back to the police station so we can get this officer, properly attended to. And, like, let the military or, like, the government know about this because, they always come to help us.
The park ranger?
Dave, Skylar, give me listen checks.
Oh, no. No, not again.
Hard success from Dave the mechanic.
Oh, this is going to be really bad. Oh, give me my lucky dice. I need to roll under 20. Oh, please be kind to me. It's like a 74.
Oh no.
I have no clue what's happening. I think I'm safe.
So, Dave, you hear, whether it's from the unending stream of history documentaries and the military channel playing as you fall asleep on your couch, you hear what's unmistakably the
Fall
prop
asleep on my couch.
the prop of a Black Hawk helicopter overhead. As it rips past you towards the direction you came from. You can't see it. The fog's too thick. but you hear it whip overhead.
I mean, I hear that from the driver's seat of the tow truck, not a couch, right?
Oh, I was just saying why you would know what a Black Hawk sounds like. Because maybe typically you watch the military channel after work and then like pass out on the couch while listening to the show, and it's some boring narrator like, the Black Hawk can be used for a range of up to 350 kilometers. It carries several Hellfinder missiles and several Vulcan cannons. You're just like, hard snoring, but the information sunk in somewhere.
Okay, I would yell out to them two. All right, get your asses in the car. We're gonna head that way. We gotta turn this truck around.
Wilkins hops in, says something to the effect of, seems like the fucking government already knows what's going on, man. We ain't got choppers like that around here. Not police issue.
All right, then we're probably gonna be fine, you guys. But I'm still getting in this truck. I don't want to be here anymore.
All right, so you all load up and head back. Won't require a driving roll, as it would suck to TPK you from rolling 100. So you just, where do you head? You head straight back to the police station. Dave, you've got an apartment nearby.
If we rolled 100, we could roll push luck.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. So go ahead, give me a drive auto to haul ass back to the police station. Sure. So you would just need 18 points of luck or some description on how you push it.
Wait.
Oh, you don't need to roll luck. So what you would do there is just edit mode, and then you got it.
Yes, I'll push luck. Minus 18.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so now we're hauling ass back towards where the Black Hawk sounds. We're heading back to the police station or mechanic shop area.
Right. And as you head down this dark, winding forest road, ahead of you, you see a small roadblock set up. Now, there are two large trucks with 4 letters spray painted onto the side in nice stencil, quick fashion. I want you to go ahead and give me, both of you, either an appraise or a spot hidden roll, as you see 2 FEMA trucks with 4 individuals in full hazmat gear cross the road in front of you.
Well,
Okay, what's my spot hidden? I know it's like right here. Oh, no! Don't spill the water. That'd be bad. Spot hidden, spot hidden.
Yo,
spot hidden.
what? Okay, I can't. No, never mind. That's fucked up. No, I fucking rolled the dice, so I'm gonna go with it. Wilkins got an 01.
Oh, fuck. Okay, I don't know where my spot hidden is, Billy.
It is on the character sheet. If you scroll down, it'll be on the center column.
Okay,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 from the bottom.
60. Beat a 60. I got like an 82.
Okay. Okay. All right. So, as you guys are probably, let's call it 4. No, let's call it 200 feet away. So you're kind of slowing down. Wilkins puts his Dave the mechanic shits himself. Wilkins says, "Ugh." He puts his hand on Dave's shoulder and says, "Slow down, buddy. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. Look at their hands." and you look at the individuals in the hazmat suits' hands, and their gloves are covered in blue paint, as if they really hastily spray painted the FEMA stencils onto the trucks. I don't like this shit. Something's not right here. Hook her right here. Hook her right here. There's a dirt road. And he directs you to
Oh,
take a right.
you're lagging out.
Oh, am I?
Oh no, I
Yes.
heard him clear.
Oh, that might be me then. Okay, so we take a right. Hit their hands were blue.
Right. So
paint.
if you missed anything, Wilkins noticed that whoever, like those individuals painted the words FEMA onto the truck, like probably under an hour ago. They're probably not
yeah.
FEMA.
Okay.
So he's like, "Oh, hook right here, hook right here. We'll go through old man Tempest Farm. We got this."
Okay. Dave hooks a right.
You hook a right, you head down this kind of fucked up dirt road. We're gonna need one more drive auto to get you guys all the way back without messing up the truck. All right. So as you're kind of heading down this dirt road, there's an impediment where a tree has fallen and completely crossed. You can swerve off to the right and possibly fall down and flip the vehicle, or you can floor it and try to go over the downed tree. Now, you've got a lot of power in this truck, and it weighs a lot, and that's a dead tree. So if you wanted to push it, you could try to just bash through it, or you could use some luck.
Probably use some luck.
All right, 6 points of luck. You only need a regular pass to get through. Boom. As you splinter this tree and end up on another dirt road, which you know well, it's the same dirt road you would walk to drink with your buddies out in Farmer Tempest field. Because Farmer Tempest has been dead for 30 years. But somebody keeps paying his rent. It's weird. But these fields are always available. There's always people hanging out at them and relatively well kept. You exit onto another main road, sort of swerving, fishtailing a little bit as you look, and you can see dozens of state trooper vehicles, lights on, seemingly surrounding the police station. This is where our camera is going to fly away. But do you two have any interaction before that happens?
Like, look at that. They've already got the police bolstered up. They're gonna take down whatever this is. I know it.
Does Dave know why?
It's all news to Dave.
You have any idea why they're surrounding the station?
Might have something to do with that goddamn FEMA bullshit back there. What the fuck's going on? Turn the lights off. I don't like this.
He would shut all the lights off, interior lights, anything. Dim the dashboard lights.
Skylar, give me a spot hidden.
85. The gods are not on my side tonight.
Everything seems fine. As a little fog rolls over the rear view mirror,
Oh
camera pulls away into the police station with Diane and Greg. Greg is like, fuck, they fucking killed him, we gotta get the fuck out of here, and he's trying to scan his card, and it's like trying to get into your hotel room really fast, and he's not doing it right. He's panicking. What do you do, Diane?
I'm just gonna grab, not like aggressively, but kind of just grab his wrist and just take the card from him and just be like, hold on, I'll try this. Why are we getting in here? What do you need?
We need to leave. We need to get in the motor pool and take a fucking van or something. But I've seen where Dave puts the keys. We need to get the fuck out of here. They're not here to help us. You saw what they did. They fucking killed him. They shot him in the fucking head.
I know what we saw, but there's no point in us panicking until we're at least out of this fucking place. So where do you find the keys? Are you sure you know where they are?
I'm like 85% sure. I'm like 85% sure. I had Dave detail my shit last week, and when I asked for my keys back, it was just this little lockbox next to his radio. They have to be in there. They gotta be.
Okay, why don't you go look for the keys, and I'll just keep an eye out and make sure that there's no one coming in.
I am shaking like a leaf, Diane. Can you please open the
I
door?
know.
Can you just use my car to open the door, please?
Yeah, and I go to open the door.
Sure. Boop. Light turns green. You push on the bar and open the door, and there's on this door, it's a steel door, and it's kind of like a schoolroom door with that kind of vertical, like 4-inch wide, probably 2-foot tall slit with that metal mesh with the double pane glass.
Mm-hmm.
And he walks through the door and says, "I'm gonna get it started, okay? I'm giving you 10 minutes, and if you're not back here, I'm ramming the gate. I'm out."
Fair
Agree-
enough.
All right. He steps in to the darkened motor pool. The first floor is kind of half underground where you would drive down into it. It's also where they would there's a spot in the motor pool where there's two large steel roll doors that a police vehicle would roll into. They would shut both roll doors and bring a suspect out to bring them into the station. Um, the lights are on, everything's fine. He enters the room and heads over to Dave's workstation. The door closes behind him. What are you doing?
Uh, Mostly looking around through any of the windows, trying to see if I can get some hidden perspective
I like
of
it.
what's going on outside.
So as you do a perimeter check, looking out to check all angles of the building, go ahead and give me a spot hidden.
What are we looking for? 25. Ooh, uh, 23.
23,
My
that's a
God.
pass. Hell yeah. All right. So as you walk the perimeter, you go to the break room window, you look out, you can see through the trees beyond the parking lot on the rear side of the police station, more vehicles of import of some kind. Some of them have red and white lights indicating an EMS or fire presence. Some of them have red and blue lights indicating a police presence. And some of them have spinning yellow lights implying a civil presence of some sort. It's a whole mishmash, but the entire building does seem to be surrounded. But with the success on that, you also find that there's another trail of that kind of oil slick leading from the vestibule at the front of the station back into the bullpen.
Well, I have 10 minutes, so I'll follow it for a second. Go check out the bullpen.
Right. It leads you to Greg's computer, his station, his cubicle. It's as you're in the room looking down on that low cut carpet, there's like a puddle forming and kind of spreading from underneath his computer. It's at this point
Um,
that all of the screens and all of the lights in the building go out all at once. And that's where we're going to take a little break.
fuck.
This is crazy already.
You guys want to call it a 10? Come back at
Yeah.
10:41?
We do that.
Sure.
Cool. All right. We'll see you in 10. Zach, any questions? Yes. Let's get them all. Let's hear them all. We got to.
It's the Monday Night Volunteers.
It's the break time jingle.
Right.
Force strength, force stam, leather belt.
Well, it sounds like something horrible has happened to Phil and Kate's character. I think Kate's first character died or got murdered or whatever, killed.
Transformed into a fungal remnant. Yeah, I don't want to go any further.
Yeah.
Bad things happen.
Oh, I must be lagging out. I don't know why my internet's being shitty, but now at the police station, it sounds like some shit's going down now. There's some sketchy people with military vehicles that
Yep.
are trying to pose as FEMA, but are not FEMA by the sounds of it.
Correct.
And Officer Wilkins is our only hope.
Officer Wilkins was dispatched to make contact with Skylar. Skylar called 911 after he escaped the clutches of UNLAND. He was the first officer to respond with his partner Jerry, who was killed in the car wreck caused by one of these creatures.
Okay.
He's known to you. It's kind of up to you how close you guys are. I think I'd leave that to you. But he's kind of a straight-laced dude. He's got a 16-year-old son and an ex-wife. He's currently dating Diane and has a broken arm right now and a whole fuckload of paranoia.
So
Skylar seems to be just on a fucking, literally like on a roller coaster of fucked upness.
and we're on the outskirts of the police station.
Skylar's basically insane right now. Like his sanity level is 29 out of 50, so he's a little whacked out and desensitized to some shit.
Yeah. He
We're on the
essentially got
outskirts of the
impaled and didn't
police
die.
station.
Oh, yes. So, you guys have spotted what seems to be all of these vehicles surrounding the police station, and you have turned the lights off on the truck and kind of pulled off behind some bushes to, like, talk about what your next move will be.
It's currently surrounded by a bunch of sheriff vehicles.
Yeah. And I don't think you guys would have seen the unmarked vehicles, so it just looks like a standoff or something is happening.
And Kate's character is in the middle of all that.
Mm-hmm. Trying to find the damn music I was using last time. All right, back in 5.
For a second, I was like, what tab is playing that? What is that, an advertisement? I didn't realize it's Sirens Gate.
All right.
Alrighty. Ooh, excuse me.
Where's my dingus? There it is. There's my dingus.
Bingus.
There's my dingus bingus. Yeah, yeah.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Damn, son, where'd you find this? Real trap beats.
Real trap shit.
All right. So, as we re-enter the scene, the lights and all the power has shut off in the police station. Diane is in the bullpen with only the emergency surge protectors at the bottom of the floor lighting her feet. You begin to hear some movement under the desk as the chair under Greg's cubicle is shoved out and crashes against the cubicle across from you. Operating only by very dim light and sound, what do you do?
I think I'm gonna flash my flashlight right at his cubicle, just see if the light makes it react.
Perfect. So, shining the light into the cubicle, I want you to make me a spot hidden.
Ah, damn, 50.
So this is one of those spot hiddens that you don't necessarily want to pass if you want your character to live. So while it's dark, your light brightens the room. It's a mag light. It's extremely bright. But when the light hits the space under the desk, it's like you're looking into a well. And there's something all the way maybe 100 feet back, reflecting the light back at you a little bit.
That's fucking creepy, bro.
I am stunned and Diana's stunned, and I'm not sure what to do in this moment. Um, fuck. You know what? Gonna look around for a big, heavy object near me to throw at it.
Sure.
Just
You're very familiar with this room, and you do have a source of light. You know that there is the new fire extinguisher is kind of small, but you know where they keep the old one. It's right in the cabinet in the corner of the room. But you would need to get past his desk to get there.
hmm. Why'd I only grab the flashlight?
So now you start hearing in this, maybe just hearing your sort of increased breath rate, distant drops of water from the dark space below his desk.
And I only have so much time because I have to get back to the car. Um, no, we're here. I'm gonna try to get past the desk to get the fire extinguisher.
All right. As you attempt to make your way to attain this improvised weapon, you pass in front of the maw. Give me a power roll.
Mm.
Third roll on your mains.
Oh, on the big. Oh, okay, thank you, thank you. Oh, 15.
While the void is tempting, you will yourself past it and manage to get to the corner of the room where you arm yourself with the heaviest, bulkiest goddamn fire extinguisher in existence. You remember this was a relic from like the 90s.
Them big metal
It's a big.
motherfuckers.
What do you do?
Um, you know, I want to use it as a fire extinguisher and just fill up the entire cubicle.
Oh, okay. Okay, absolutely. No roll required. You were trained on how to use these things. You pull the pin and squeeze the back area with the handle, aiming the hose at the cubicle, and a sort of really anticlimactic small amount of foam kind of pours out and drips onto the floor.
Immediately just end the attempt with using that and try chucking it.
All right, all right. So go ahead and give me a throw roll. Or if your throw is like wildly bad, I'll take a luck roll. Because not many people put points in throw. Don't feel bad about it. And you didn't even make this character sheet, so quadruple, don't feel bad about it.
Well, I'm working with 20, and I
So
beat a 25 before,
a
so
one in five chance, basically.
all right.
Or if you use luck, I don't know what your luck is.
Well, my luck's at 76 right now.
Yeah, you got a bunch of luck. So yeah, you could use
Hmm.
luck if you miss. Or oh no, what I'm
Okay.
saying is you could just make a luck roll against the 76, but you would not be able to push it or use luck to increase it. So if you fail the luck roll, you just fail. But if you fail the roll, you can use luck.
Ah, okay, I see. Okay, cool. So yeah, I'll just try doing the throw first then.
All right.
It's a 59.
So you would need 39 points of luck as you toss this thing across the room in order to make it
It's so
hit.
great.
Or you could somehow describe doing the action in a different way narratively and get a push on the throw. Now, if you do that, no luck. So it's basically, it sucks. It's basically spend the 39 or try again to roll 20 or under.
Hmm. I'll spend the 39.
All right, I like it. I like it. Adventurous. Let's go. Okay, you spend the 39 luck. What is your intention to try to see if this like tunnel is real, to try to destroy the entrance to the tunnel, to see how deep it goes? What is your intent?
Yeah, sort of just to see like what the depth is of this hole that's here.
Right. So you make this throw from safety pretty much across the room. Two-handed, you get it up, one hand at the back of it, one hand to guide it, and just level it and lob it just like a mortar shell with this perfect arc. It lands just before the cubicle bounces, and rather than smashing underneath the cubicle, it just spins into the darkness. No sound until you hear a splash. Well delayed.
Hmm. Now, do I have access to fire near me? Are there like matches somewhere?
Does your character smoke?
Yeah, probably.
Give me a luck roll.
Damn it, 82.
Unfortunately, you're actually fastidious, and the policies say not to have any flammable stuff while you're working, so you have it in your locker, which is in like that same kind of hallway before the motor pool. There's a door to the locker room and a door to the armory.
Man, I wish I could just like go out and tell the FBI agents that it's like there's something here, but I don't want to get shot at.
While you think about that, let's have our camera slide outside to the Peterbilt tow truck. Lights off, pitch black in the bushes, sun sort of coming up in the distance behind the woods, but you're hidden for now. What are you boys doing? Wilkins is kind of sitting there like, Diane's in there, man. And I swear to God, when we were pulling up, I thought I heard gunshots. And I can't fucking call her, and it's freaking me out, man. I don't trust these people, but I think I could at least get a read on them if I can just go talk to them. Here, let me out. Unlock the truck, Dave. Let me head up to him.
Wait, hold on. Dave goes for the walkie-talkie and tries to phone in on someone at the station. Since they're so close, it should work if the receiver and the station is working. Maybe phone in to Kate's character.
So, while you don't have a direct phone connection, you actually have like a true oh my goodness, I feel bad for not knowing this. What is it called? Like a CB radio in
Ham
your
radio?
truck. Yeah, like a ham radio. So, and you also have your setup is in the parking lot where you do your repairs. It's like hooked up to your AM FM radio kind of secretly. So like you could hail that radio from the truck or attempt to hit a frequency of maybe one of the radios in the building, possibly. But you'd have to bet that Diane is either near the AM FM radio or in the armory where all the extra radios are. Hopefully an officer forgot to turn it off before he hung it up. So essentially what I'm telling you is it's going to come down to a luck roll. And then probably I want to let you use one of your good skills, probably mechanical repair or probably mechanical repair.
All right, let's try a luck roll.
So the luck roll is if one of the radios inside is turned on when it shouldn't be.
Yeah. Press luck.
Mm-hmm. Hard success. So in fact, Jerry, John's partner, who conspicuously is not with him, he always leaves his radio on because he usually chain smokes 3 cigarettes before walking inside and is so lightheaded that he's kind of about to fall down and just hangs his shit up and walks to his car. And that happened again tonight before he went out for his shift. Dropped his old radio off from the night before that he accidentally brought home, and it has that 10% battery on it, and it is turned up all the way in the armory. So, what do you say into the radio?
So I probably put the microphone in my mouth and...
Hello?
All right. So, Diane, give me... I want you to have a chance at this. Give me a luck roll rather than a listen roll, unless your listen is like super good.
Nah, my listen's 30.
Okay. So yeah, go ahead and give me a luck roll.
Okay. $61.
Roll a bonus
Oh
die.
shit, yeah, 61.
Roll a bonus die. Or does 61 already pass?
No, that passes.
Oh, fuck yeah. Okay, sweet.
Yeah.
So yeah, you hear from the armory.
Oh, wait,
Hello?
I have minus 39, and I didn't edit that, so I am wrong.
Yeah, so go ahead and we're just gonna have you roll a bonus die.
Sorry.
No, that's okay. So roll the double digit 10-sided one more time.
Okay. 10.
So you got a 19. So that's a pass.
Oh, sweet.
So
Okay, good.
you hear from the armory, muffled behind the door. Go ahead and say it again, Zach.
Hello?
One of the radios must still be on in there.
You know what? I'm gonna check that, and I will run to the direction of the armory.
Sure. You're able to just push the door open. It was actually cracked open with a little wooden peg that the officer who was unfortunately killed, I think we called him Officer Bedlam. I may have called him something else earlier. He's lazy as fuck and falls asleep at his desk, and he trusts everyone in the station because it's only about 6 people per shift. And he just puts a little wood peg to keep the door open. You don't need to scan your card. You push the door open, and you see a few cages filled with shotguns, ARs, boxes of ammunition, pistols, bulletproof vests, and some personal effects in lockers. You also see a dangling radio that is running out of power, but it's blinking as if it's active.
I hustle over to it and I grab it and I say, "Hello? Is that who is this?"
Is this Diane? This is Dave. I'm here with Skylar and Wilkins. Where's shooting? Are you all right?
Wait, you're with Skylar and Wilkins right now?
Yeah, we're in a tow truck. We're in my truck right out front.
You're outside right now? Did you go through the officers, the line, or are you in the distance?
Well, no, we're in the forest. We got the lights turned on, but we kind of barely see anything. But they got the place surrounded. We heard some gunshots. There's at least like 5 cars.
How far away are you guys? You said you're in the forest. Do you see a clear path? Possibly if I
It's kind of dark, but I think you should be able to sneak out of there. Yeah, you could probably sneak out of there. No, not too many lights. I mean, they got the headlights on, but they got the place surrounded. But I don't see nobody.
It's at this
well, there's
moment,
supposed to be
Dave and Skylar, you both see a set of headlights turn on and go up the ramp out of the parking lot, and you hear a car, like a not very powerful car, rev and head towards the chain link fence gate of the parking lot from the inside.
Like, what the hell is that?
Now let's see. Someone's leaving right now, though.
And you just see the car kind of lose, like they took their foot off the gas, and the horn is just going.
I think that guy fell asleep.
And I want you both to give me a spot hidden.
Okay, all right. Skylar's gonna roll good this time.
Maybe someone rigged it up.
Dave, the mechanic, with an extreme success with a 5 under 45.
I got a 67.
So, Skylar, you're still distracted by that kind of fog that's setting in over the rearview mirror. Dave, you, like, when you see it, it's like you duck behind your steering wheel because what you saw was a hole here in the windshield and a puff of white glass. Someone shot the driver of that car. Someone you can't see and you don't know where they are. One shot.
On second thought, Diane, we might die by the time we get out here. They got a sniper or something. Some guy just got shot. Head slamming the horn and all. I think they got that place locked down pretty good.
Wait, who got shot?
I have no idea.
Diane,
Some
you can
poor
hear
fellow.
you can hear outside of the building a muffled car horn just held down.
Fuck.
Wait, did you say he got shot? They just killed somebody?
Oh man, I gotta get out of here.
We're gonna get you out of there.
Um,
Diane, can you hear me? You hear Wilkins kind of screaming and reaching over to grab the radio. We're gonna get you out of there.
oh, thank God.
The
Okay.
service tunnel that connects to the motel next door, it's still there.
Mhm.
You need to get to the underground part of the parking lot, all right? There's a basement, there's a sub-level in the parking lot that was cemented off, all right? There's access there. We've used it to tune up suspects before. It's not on the blueprints. I can guide you there over the radio.
Okay, I'll do anything that is below ground. That would be fantastic. How do I get there?
All right. What I need you to do is, oh Jesus Christ. Okay, you got your flashlight, right?
I know.
All right. So what you need to do, scan yourself into the parking lot. What you're gonna want to do is head back to the back right corner, spot 16, where the captain normally parks. Behind his
Okay.
parking stop, there's gonna be a false wall. All right, I want you to push on it. It's just drywall. Everything else around it's concrete. It's easy to see. It's gonna be about waist level. You're gonna push that in, and there's gonna be a hallway. You're gonna be able to walk down that. It's gonna send you into Jesus Christ, I'm hyperventilating. It's going to send you into an access tunnel, right? It's going to be some pipes lining the walls. Let me know when you're there, and I can guide you from there.
All right, I'll call you back as soon as I can.
All right. Grab an extra battery while you're in there.
Smart.
Boys.
So I grab all my stuff.
Sure. You prep to head in. Is there anything of your personal effects? Because you've got your smokes there, your bag, your ID, like all that stuff, is in that room with you. It's in your locker. You're basically in like the armory. So go ahead, give me a luck roll.
$55.
Is that a pass?
Ah, shit. Hold on. No.
It is locked. The cages with the weapons are locked. I don't know if that's a purview that your character would have to arm herself, but you could spend a little time in here and probably leverage them open. It's a defeatable lock. You would just probably need to get something else heavy and bust it open. It would be a little loud, but it seems like you're the only one here. You've also got access to all of your personal effects, and radios and extra batteries.
I was thinking about the weapons, but I'd rather just move quickly, and right now I don't even have a chance in hell having a gun on me. So I think I would just grab my phone for when I can get to signal. my smokes.
And this is also an opportunity for you to tell me anything special that your character may have brought with them, anything special to them, or maybe any items that might be useful right now, which we can make a luck roll for. See if you have them with you.
Mm,
If you want a moment to think about it, we could flash back to the boys. It's up to you.
yeah, let's do that.
Send the camera back to the truck. So, Officer Wilkins looks up from the radio after releasing the talk button and just kind of looks at you boys for a moment and says, "Listen, this is going to sound fucking crazy, but there is an underground tunnel from the motel next door where we used to move our one high-profile prisoner. You know the one. The man who owned fucking Funland. When they finally got his ass, we kept him here, and we needed access for his lawyer to come in and out so the press wouldn't harass him. It's an old access tunnel. Now, if you can get us to the motel unseen, Mr. Dave, we can get her out of there and we can get the fuck gone. Something ain't right here. I swear to God, something ain't right."
Well, no shit, that whoever that was in that vehicle just got capped. Where's this motel at?
It's about 2 blocks that way. He points past the police station. You can kind of see the water tower is lit up. Right in front of the water tower is a 2-story motel with a tall sign that's meant to be seen from the highway that's brightly lit. And it's just flashing MOTEL, motel.
Okay, Dave proceeds to turn the car into a direction to kind of go around the police station while keeping an eye, kind of driving defensively, like hunched over.
But yeah, I see, like expecting to get shot at.
Yeah.
Okay. What are you doing, Skylar?
Like, I'm laying down in the back seat because I've already got a rebar through my chest. I don't want to get shot, and I really just have to trust this trucker dude right now.
Someone gonna stabilize that wound?
It's at this point that Wilkins is going to look at Dave and grab the rear view mirror and look at you in the eyes, Dave, and say, "I'm really sorry, buddy. This is gonna hurt you a lot more than it's gonna hurt me, but it's for the best of us." And you think he's like gonna hit you or something. It's a weird moment, and he just rips the rear view mirror off of the car and throws it out the window, and then starts bending and trying to break off the side view mirrors of your truck.
Now, how am I supposed to see?
Like, don't worry about it, dude. Like, he's doing the right thing.
Dave,
The monster's through the mirror.
give me a spot hidden.
I'm gonna push 2 luck.
To
Or
pass?
use
Okay.
2 luck, yeah.
Okay. So you pass the spot hidden. Obviously, it's going to be kind of tough for Officer Wilkins, who's sitting in the passenger seat, to get across you to get the driver's side mirror. And you almost glance at it, like, defensively as he's fucking up the one on the passenger side. And instead of the reflection of the forest behind you, there's this sort of haze, this sort of gray mist and fog in the mirror. And you turn back to look what the mirror should be reflecting. There's no mist, there's no haze. You look back in the mirror, and these 2 vertical orange slits of eyes open and stare at you. Go ahead and give me a power roll.
Oh.
Would you like to use luck?
I don't have enough
know
luck
if you
for
have
that.
54 luck, yeah. So, You are brought to a standstill. You sort of get this tinnitus in your ears, and blood starts rushing to your face as everything goes quiet around you, as Officer Wilkins is destroying the interior of your truck, and Skylar is kind of panicked and with madness babbling in your back seat, laying down. You see a face in the side mirror approach. It's not your reflection, it's this sort of white and gray, craterous, dripping.
Punch in the mirror.
Give me a fighting brawl, but first give me a sanity check.
Well,
So you're gonna take 7 sanity. And 7, no, there's not a 5th in one shot, so you do not get an indefinite insanity. So, while this kind of blasts your mind, what actually does the sanity damage as you're about to swing on this mirror is it's a lie you've told to someone close to you, or a lie you tell the world, or a lie you tell yourself, or all three crashing on you. It's the truth staring you in the face through that mirror. What is Dave's hard truth that is confronting him right now? And you can completely make it up. Be like, I miss my wife, or like, my son fucking hates me and it's my fault. Like, I don't know what it is. But if you have a little something, feel free. If you feel uncomfortable and don't wanna share your character's truth, that's cool. Or if it's something you want to think about more, that's also cool.
it was his fault his dog died.
What happened?
That's so sad.
Driving drunk with him in the bed of the truck?
No, he didn't feed him because he was out at the bar too late.
Oh my god.
And like the dog was already sick from not cancer or anything. The dog was just
The dog
sick in
was like,
general.
it was like a habit that had formed where you might forget a day or two in a row, and then you'd be all apologetic and tell yourself you're going to do right, and then you'd feed him for a couple days, and then you wouldn't, and during one of those stints where you didn't feed him for a while, he got into the trash, and he ate something. He ate some sanitary wipes that got him really sick, so he started rejecting his food and throwing up. But life was such a mess, it was hard to notice. And then another one of those stints happened where you didn't show up, or you didn't remember, or you got home from the bar late and had to just go to work in your stinking clothes, and came home that Thursday night, and there he is. There's Bobo, sleeping in the kitchen again. Hey, wake up, buddy. Buddy. And there's just a little bit of foam from his mouth to the floor. It's your fault.
Especially
You
Buddy's
kind of
face
hear Bobo like this old basset hound howling like he's in pain, like he's scared, like something's hurting him. And that sanity just slips away from you as you won't be the same. Give me that fighting brawl.
Alright, I'm gonna use 2 luck.
With that, you smash the mirror and snap yourself out of it.
Okay, Wilkins, I see where you're going. Enough said about that.
All
Are
right,
we heading the right way?
if we back up through that dirt road, we get behind them FEMA trucks, can get us there. It'll take us 15 minutes.
Alright, he backs up on the dirt road towards the.
Lights off, you reverse into the darkness and the forest. Skylar, what's going through your head? My
Hey, you
computer's
kind of
like,
freaked out there. Are you okay?
I think we'll be fine. I just try not
You-
to get shot.
You saw it, didn't you? Scary orange eyes. The fucking monster. He rips at like your soul or something, man. It's bad. He's scary.
I thought you were going crazy from that rebar in your stomach, but boy, you ain't lying.
Like, I know it's fucked up.
as you
We need to get the fuck out of here.
As you kind of look back into the back of your truck, Dave, there's no blood. It's Skylar keeps talking about getting ripped through with this rebar, but you've been pretty dead-eyed with your spot hidden, so I'm just gonna give this to you. Yeah, there's a like a bullet-sized hole through the front of his sweatshirt, and through the back of it. But there's no wound, and he seems to be physically fine.
Well, don't pull that rebar out.
It's not there. Like, there's no rebar.
Oh.
Yeah, okay, so just for the mental picture, he was like stabbed through, and then in the combat, it got pulled out of him.
Gotcha.
So,
There's
so we're
just
on
a
the same
hole
page.
through the clothes, but
Yeah,
not him.
yeah.
Yeah, like where the rebar would have went through me, you'll see like a hole through my shirt in the front and the back, but there is no wound there anymore.
So as you back up into the darkness of this foggy, misty forest, our camera goes to drone shot over the building, and you see some dark-clad individuals, and you are directly over the top of a helicopter with ropes going down onto the top of the building. A couple people hook themselves onto these ropes, and a winch starts as they pull up into the helicopter. Our camera passes them at high speed as it heads through an air vent into the armory, as Diane is isometrically grabbing all of her equipment. Diane, what are you doing?
So, thankfully, I remembered that there's some random bottles of hairspray in my locker from an event that I had to get ready for, and I never do my hair, so it's just been sitting in the locker. Um, so I wanted to grab that and a special lighter that my boyfriend gave me for my birthday.
Nice. What's special about it?
It's like one of those fancy, ornate, flip lighters. I forget what
Oh,
they're called.
I like it. Is
Oh,
that the
so
one?
I
Is that the
said
one
though?
with like with the arc of electricity to light it, or is it like a big flame?
No, no, a big flame.
Nice. I like it. Okay, sweet. So yeah, you've got all that, and you follow the initial directions, and you can also use the radio to call out. You have a full battery, which should last you, many, many hours. Usually like 2 shifts, one battery would last. And yeah, you head into. Well, you tell me. Where are you going?
No, I'm definitely heading straight to the false wall and trying to find the hallway.
Sure. You head into the garage. Even the emergency lighting is off, and it smells like burnt rubber, and you can see kind of tire marks leading up the ramp and out. And as you open the door, the horn, it's just loud and still constant. No movement, but from your position, you can see sort of just a bit of the roof, of the Chevy Impala, the tan Chevy Impala that Greg drives, kind of sitting at an angle in the parking lot. And behind you, you've got parking spot 2468 all the way down to 16. What are you doing?
Oof. Just looking around to see how the view is as far as like if there's cops nearby, if there's anyone up top that I can see, if anyone has an advantage point on me.
So, from your point of view, you cannot see any officers, but you can hear a helicopter above the building. And you hear it sort of take off, and the sound gets more and more distant.
Oof. That's above the building that I'm in right now.
Hmm. As if it was
Ah.
landed on the helipad on the roof.
Just gonna try to stay really close to the wall and hug it as much as I can, before I have to hit the parking spots and just kind of keep low.
Absolutely. Now, it is pitch black in here. You've got your flashlight off, I'd assume.
Hmm.
And yeah, you edge down towards the corner of the parking garage, the sublevel, and you actually bump into the small sign posted in front of the parking stop for Captain. And yeah, you reach down and yeah, there's about a 2 foot by 2 foot square of drywall, sort of not shellacked, um, what is it where you patch a hole in drywall? That's sort of putty
Uh,
all along the edges.
Plaster?
Yes, like a plaster lining. And you feel like if you put a little bit of pressure on this, you'd be able to just pop it through.
I'm probably just gonna take the flashlight and just kind of whack at it really quick. See how loud that is.
Right. So when you hit it with the back of the mag light, it just goes through the drywall, leaving a perfect like punched hole. And when you pull the mag light back through, there's this sort of exhale of crushed drywall and dust, just as if you release some sort of air pressure. And yeah, it takes quick work. It's relatively quiet. I would want you to make probably a stealth roll.
Okay.
If you're trying to do it super quiet.
20.
If you're just trying to do it quick, that's fine. That would be more of an intelligence or education roll.
I'm very concerned about not bringing attention to myself, so I would put the sound above it. Yeah.
Okay, so give me a stealth roll. Looks like you have a value of 20.
Ooh, 91.
91. So, um, unfortunately, you make quite a bit more noise than you wanted to. As you bust through this drywall, you seem to loosen some sort of wooden support behind it that when it falls, it's like that moment where you go to get food in the middle of the night and you drop the plastic cup and it bounces like the maximum possible amount of times in the noisiest places possible as this 2x4 tumbles down a set of concrete stairs. And just right when you think it's done, it just hits one more time and your eyes are shut and you're expecting something to happen. Nothing. It seems
I'm
like
just
you're all
gonna
right.
tuck into the tunnel just a little bit and immediately pull out the what do I have on me? The radio.
Sure.
Okay, so I'm just trying to call into the guys and just be like, "Hello, are you guys there?"
Absolutely. So go ahead. Yeah. So you guys hear on your side of the radio, hello, or you hear, hello, are you guys there? Wilkins picks it up and is like, Diane, are you in the tunnel?
Yeah, I made it.
All right,
Thanks so much.
perfect. All right, yeah, no, Dave, you're gonna want to when you get in the field, turn the truck around, and we're gonna take a right to another side road. We'll be all right, okay? Go ahead and
All
give
right.
me a drive auto because you're doing this with the lights off. Let's see. Hard success. Yeah, you're absolutely fine. You actually back the truck up to do a K-turn, and it's one of those gravel roads that's actually set up like 3 feet, and you're able to negotiate it without embarrassing yourself, taking 4 or 5 tries at it, and you actually make very good time. As the truck turns around in the pitch black with the fog all around, um, Diane, okay, you're gonna want to head down those stairs. It's gonna take you to a T intersection. Use your flashlight to look for a junction box. The junction box is going to hook up to the motel. Just follow those pipes along the hallway. Even if you lose your light, you can just follow those pipes. It'll lead you to another set. It'll actually be a ladder. You'll climb up, and there'll be a hatch for you to open. All right. Just be
Pipes to
careful
ladder
down
to
there.
hatch.
It's really derelict. It's dangerous. Just be careful down there. But if you've made it down there by now, you're probably safe, I'd have to say.
Okay, okay. And as soon as I get to that hatch, I'll give you guys another call.
Right. So, Diane, you head down to the T intersection, shine your flashlight, and you see the junction box and the pipes. We're gonna have our camera go back out to the truck. Dave and Skylar, you have navigated the woods for about another 10 minutes. You're about 5 minutes away from the motel as the truck slowly creeps onto an actual paved road. And the officer gives you the go-ahead to turn the headlights on.
Okay, I turn them on. Headlights.
All right, we just got to get to the motel. This shouldn't be tough. All right.
Check behind me, make sure no one's coming down behind us on the road.
Sure. Give me a spot
Crack
hidden.
my neck 180. Fuck. I'm just gonna let that go.
All right.
So we're driving
Yeah.
up to the water tower.
No trails. You're heading towards the water tower, and you see that motel. The parking lot seems to be empty. Aside from just a black Cadillac with tinted windows parked in one of the spots, and there's also the owner's sort of fucked up old red Pinto in his typical spot. You would know this place, Dave. This is the motel that's attached to the Brass Rail, which is like a biker bar of the town, and it's the same bar you were at when the event happened.
Is that bar closed? Is there lights on? Is there any...
Bar's open. There's about 8 motorcycles out front. There's it seems like a couple arguing and a couple bikers smoking cigarettes sitting on a picnic bench out in the parking lot. It's kind of like next door to the motel. You answer me this: is Dave sober now?
For the most part, yeah. He
Yeah,
probably
so
has a few beers here and there, but doesn't go to that bar, let alone any bars anymore.
yeah. Yeah, just pull in here. Looks like he's only got one guest tonight, man. Oh, fuck. As you guys pull into the parking lot, you see next to the office, there is one of the rooms, room 1 actually, the one with the hatch. Seems to be occupied. There are lights on inside. You're still in the truck in the
Um,
parking lot.
Does anybody else see those lights? Looks like someone's in that room. Like, officer, can't you just be like, hey, I need this room for law reasons or something?
Well, that's where the hatch is. You said the hatch was in the closet in there?
Yeah, it's underneath the safe.
Well, haven't heard from Diane yet. Well, in a minute, maybe. I say we go in there. Keep the car running. Keep the truck running and grab her. Speed out of here.
Like that idea. As long as we don't have to deal with any more mirrors. They freak me out so much now.
Oh shit, there's probably
All right,
mirrors
Dave.
all up in
You
that
want to
room.
keep the truck running, or are you going in? What are we doing here?
Well, I feel like it would be really weird if I went in. I think it makes more sense for you to go in, Officer John. It's just be kind of weird have like some random white teenager dude walk into your room like, hey, what's up? I need to move the safe because I gotta pull somebody out of your floor.
Well, I'm just gonna go in and talk to the owner and see who rented that fucking room, man. I'll go in there. Hold on. You fuck it, Skylar. You're coming with me. This is bullshit. Kind of grabs you by the
Oh,
collar.
dang it. I almost got away from all the
kid.
mirrors.
I'm just some kid. Well, you know what? I was just some dude till I fucking met you, man. Now I got mirror monsters. You're fucking coming with me.
I'll slam the horn if anything goes south.
All right. Skylar, you and Officer Wilkins head into the office.
Okay.
In the office, there's no one. The lights are on, and the ceiling fan is spinning slowly, casting a shadow down on the room from this awkward fluorescent lighting. You can kind of hear someone grunting in the back room. And some weird chanting.
You think that's happy grunting or sad grunting?
Are you asking me?
Like he's just like elbowing the officer. He elbows like Officer John as he says that, and gives like a stupid laugh, like a.
I'm guessing you don't have Sirenscape on.
I do not. I'm so
Yeah.
sorry.
It is not happy.
Oh. I guess they're into that like BDSM stuff.
Wilkins draws his gun.
Oh fuck, not again, man.
Go out there. Go. Get the fuck out of here, kid. Go. Just get in the fucking truck. I need to see what the fuck's going on here.
Do you have like a taser? I can at least like help you.
He's stepping forward with his pistol drawn, looking into the room, in the back office. What the fuck? The fuck are you doing, you crazy bitch? Put it down! You can't see what he sees. You're kind of at an angle.
Skylar's gonna try and like see what's happening.
So you run up behind Officer Wilkins.
Not to startle him.
Give me a sanity check.
Oh fuck, I'm gonna die. Fuck.
As you see, hovering above a rocking chair in the center of the room, floating in the air, the owner of the motel, seemingly turned inside out, and a woman dressed in black with a neat bun and some circular glasses hanging off the front of her nose is chanting and twitching her hands and looking up at this floating pile of gore, this shining emblem of the human anatomy displayed before you. There's a circle of salt and chemicals filling the room. There's a smell of death.
Skylar rolled a 75.
Okay, sounds like a fail.
Yeah, big time.
Okay, so you're gonna lose 4 points of sanity.
Oh my god. I'm at 25 now.
And since you suffered a bout of madness, we're gonna give you another one. You're incapacitated. Just dumbfounded. You're laughing. You can't stop laughing. For the next round, you are incapacitated with hysterical laughter as the sealing ritual is cast in Motel 6, Room 1. Officer Wilkins fires his pistol with a 004.
Oh fuck, he hits hard.
Where is it? Ripping into the shoulder through the bulletproof vest, his .357 Magnum round sends a spray of blood against the back wall of Motel Room 1. Spinning in the air, this inside-out man falls to the ground and begins to writhe and trying to stand up pitifully, sliding as he attempts to. Dave, you hear a gunshot in the motel room. What do you do?
Shit. I'd grab my monkey wrench from the back. Yeah, I would grab my monkey wrench from the back and slowly make my way towards the room.
As you reach into the back of your truck and grab the monkey wrench, you also see the passenger side door of the black Cadillac swing open violently as a man stands up, reaching into his jacket and producing what looks like a submachine gun as he makes quick bead towards the office.
Well, as I grab
Give
that,
me a
I'd kind of
second.
like...
Give me a second. He does not notice you.
Okay, I would kind of grab the monkey wrench, kind of stealthily watch him as that dude makes his way towards the office.
He enters the office out of your line of sight with as he turns and the light is bathed on him, you see this sort of set of goggles with a gas mask and a heavy black hood over it, holding what looks like some sort of small compact submachine gun in both hands, moving with purpose and with tact. The light cast upon him, he enters the office.
I would head towards the office.
You actuate the handle on the truck. Clunk. Your truck door opens. Your boots hit the asphalt. Our camera slides back to Diane in the tunnels. You've reached the junction box. There is a set of tubes like conduit containing electrical wires heading off to the left. I'm really sorry. Give me 2 seconds. I need water. My throat's fucking killing me. Give me 1 second.
No worries.
Chilling.
Okay, we're back. Hello?
Hello.
Yes. Hi.
Hey, we're back. Sorry about that. So, yes, you have
No
reached the
worries.
junction box. You've got your flashlight lit on it, and you have, give me a luck roll.
Do you have them, hun? Yep. Nope. 63.
You feel the single vibration from the flashlight indicating low battery.
That's fun.
So, with that, you know you have probably a minute of light, and you can turn it on and off. Use that time sparingly, or have a minute
Hmm.
of having the flashlight on the whole time.
No, I'm gonna turn that on and off.
Right. So you reach the junction box, and just to describe sort of your surroundings, it's sort of cinder block with mortar, extremely bare bones, with conduit wires going down away from the junction box into this sort of maze of wires and conduits leading to several different locations. There's probably some underground power connections in this area. You hear a little bit of dripping water, and when you first entered the area, you definitely saw a few dozen rats sort of scurry away. So there's probably some rats down here to be expected. So, with the light on and off, you progress through the tunnels following the conduit. It's
Not even worried about the rat.
it's spooky, and you eventually reach an area where your feet kind of start squashing into some detritus, probably rat shit. Maybe there's a leak here and some mold, something like that. Those kind of distant drips of water start to get loud again in your head as there's sort of a breeze through the tunnel. And you feel like a voice is trying to communicate with you, like the sounds of this cave are some kind of communication. As you reach the second T intersection, I want you to give me a navigate roll, or you can turn your flashlight on.
Ooh, I will turn my flashlight on.
All right. You aim up the flashlight, and when you turn it on and right back off, you swear to anything there was someone standing at the end of the hallway.
Fuck no.
Oh fuck.
I do it again.
You don't hear anybody moving. You click it on and off, nobody there.
Fuck. Okay. Diane's just gonna start humming to herself a little bit, just to kind of like distract some of the forefront of her mind, and try to just keep us kind of keep walking through at a faster pace.
Sure, sure. As your footsteps increase in frequency, you do get past that sort of wet and like squelchy area and back onto just normal floor. And you again click the flashlight on and off here and there to make sure you're following the right conduit, and you are. There's even moments in the dark where you're walking with your hand on it, just moving forward, keeping pace.
Hmm.
Plenty of moments where it feels like, did something just brush behind you, or is it the draft? Did a rat run past your feet, or did you step over someone? There's a lot of moments in the dark that just are Is your mind playing tricks on you, or is someone following you through these tunnels? It's really hard to tell at this point.
Oof. I'm just glad to have my lighter and hairspray. I'll probably just chow through the tunnel too. Like, I've got fire.
It's weird, like, the further you walk, it feels like you're going at kind of a slight decline, like heading further down. And the decline continues to increase for a bit until it's almost like you want to hold on to the conduits for support. Go ahead and give me a Constitution check.
Okay.
As a weird smell starts to fill the room.
24 out of 75.
Oh, it's beyond a hard success. So you realize what's happening. You've hit some sort of pocket of fumes of something dangerous, and you hold your breath. And you pick up your pace and pass through this area with no ill effects.
Ooh. Hell yeah.
But right as you're able to pull that clean breath in, and you stop walking, it's like you heard someone stop walking like 10 feet behind you.
I flashed my flashlight to look back real quick, just to check.
It's this girl staring back at you, this maybe a teenager, maybe early 20s. How would you describe Becky?
I knew he was gonna say it.
Yeah, I think she was like early 20s. She had short black hair. Um, kind of a funky cut to be like distinguished. Or not distinguished, but like distinctive. That's the word. Um, and she had like those like not fully shaded sunglasses. They're just kind of there for shits and giggles, and she'd always wear those.
Those are folded and tucked in the front of the hoodie. She has the backpack on and the hip bag, and it looks like she's just like climbed out of a pool in her clothes, and there's water dripping off of her, and her eyes are just all sclera. There's no iris, there's no pupil. It's just all white, and her mouth is just open, looking at Diana as she lunges towards her.
Oh fuck.
So
Nope.
you can
Nope, nope,
try to
nope.
dodge or fight back.
I am thinking about getting that hairspray out and
Sure,
just going for a little flame torch effect.
sure, I like it. So, it would be, I would consider that a fight back. So it would be a fighting brawl with a bonus die since you have those special items.
Okay. So I'll do the 2 and then do an extra 10, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Of the. Okay.
And then take the better result.
33.
Well, Becky got a 23. So, Becky,
Oh shit.
as you maybe aim the flashlight towards the ground to reach for the hairspray in order to make your move, Becky sidesteps, but to a point where it like breaks the human eye's frame rate. She's just to the side and then on the ceiling with her hands behind her, looking down at you, and just drops from the ceiling on top of you and goes to grapple you. So she's gonna wrap her hands around your entire body as her head tilts back as the flashlight drops onto the ground and rolls. It's only kind of illuminating her from the waist up as her entire top jaw kind of fires up about 4 feet and widens like a snake attempting to swallow its prey. She's going to bite down on you
No.
for 6 hit points.
Ah, damn it.
And she's going to attempt to swallow you with a power roll.
Oh my god.
With a 77, it's a fail. As
Yes.
these long, sharp teeth cut into you. It's not like a snake, it's like a shark. There's just infinite lines of these teeth, and they pierce into you like steel, and they break off like broccoli. And they're stuck in, and you feel this sort of undulation as this musculature pulls you further into its throat as it chokes and spits you back out onto the ground. Its entire chest ripped in half. It seems like it's a mouth from the waist to the head, and it begins to sprint at you. Our camera goes back. Dave, the mechanic, Skylar, and Officer Wilkins. Dave, you were just sneaking out of your truck. Go ahead. I want to say stealth. So you can try to push it as you open your truck and a beer can
BRB.
falls out and clatters towards the pavement.
Yeah, I'll push it. So I could roll again, but if it fails, it's even worse.
Yeah.
All right. Oh God.
So you go to grab the one beer can, a bottle rolls out and smashes onto the ground. This may be a good thing, as it distracted whoever that was from going into where your friends are. But now you have his attention. You're gonna have this round to do something before he comes back out. But you know he's gonna check his 6. What do you do?
Get back in the car in the driver's seat.
Okay. So, yeah, so okay. You're back in the driver's seat, you shut the door. What you see in front of you is like being parked in front of like the bank. There's about like a 10-inch curb, and then probably 10 feet from you to the wall. Now, when I say the wall, it's like the facade of the office of the motel. Now, immediately to the left of your truck is a hallway that's only big enough, like your truck wouldn't fit down the hallway. And about 4 foot down that hallway on the right is the door with the light shining out of it. So you wouldn't be able to directly maybe hit this individual unless they came all the way out of the hallway, unless you were trying to just fucking dip, which I understand as well.
No, I would try it. My idea was to kind of floor it with the flashing the brights, and then kind of try and
I see
swipe him.
I see you. So you're just trying to time it so he comes out. Okay, cool. So you're sitting on the driver's seat with basically just your eyes like poking above the steering wheel, waiting for him to come out. The truck is idling with the lights off. You do see him turn around and come back out. Take a peek. And notice you. And call out, "Hey, the fuck are you doing? The fuck out of the truck!" He's pointing the gun at the truck. He's walking towards it. About stops conveniently before it would be easy to hit him. Now you can still make a drive auto, but since he knows you're there, We're going to need a hard success or better for you to be able to hit him with the truck.
All right. All right. Brights on, but I'm fiddling it with my fingers so it's like flashing, and I'm gonna floor it. Yes.
Oh my god. So, okay. Holy shit. So, as you turn the brights on, you actually hit the radio, and Country Roads starts blasting as you floor the truck at the perfect angle to get your corner panel in to where it'll hit the guy. And not only that, but you lay down your whole body behind the engine block of this solid steel frame truck, knowing it'll probably block and defend you from small arms fire. At the same time that your tires begin to spin out, you hear a rapid succession of gunshots from outside Skylar, and just "Rat-ta-ta-ta, ba 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 ba," rake across your windshield. You're rained on by glass as you're kind of thrown forward. You're going to take a little bit of damage here. We're going to give you a D4. Just from the car crash, you're going to take 1 point of damage. And you are going to deal, Jesus Christ, I'm not even going to look it up. You're going to deal 5d10 damage with this truck, as you're going to hit him pretty much in the pelvis with a 4-ton truck. Even though you're only getting up to like maybe 20 in this space, that'll fuck you up. So you could roll that.
I'm rolling what?
5d10 for car damage.
20.
20. As your car, your truck, the rear tires raise up and pop up in the air as all this momentum is forced through, as he even steps into the hit a little bit as he fires his submachine gun, your vehicle shatters the person's pelvis. They fly back like a Looney Tunes cartoon, and there's a railing for a staircase that he slams into, and it actually shreds through his back into the spine. His arm is clenching onto the submachine gun as it empties into the ceiling and wall, completely incapacitated, probably dead. Skylar Wilkins has laid a round into the individual casting the spell, and since he had the drop because he had a drawn gun, he's going to shoot again with a 15. A 357 round cuts a canoe-sized hole through this sorceress's head and splatters white and gray matter and blood across the wall as this tortured thing attempting to stand up from the ground finally just goes silent. What do you do? You might be muted.
Oh, sorry, that was me. Skylar just looks around. He's like, "Oh my god, bro! If I don't laugh, I'm gonna fucking lose my mind." And he just like leans against the wall back and like slides down while holding his head, laughing.
You hold your head laughing, and you're kind of able to catch your breath. Wilkins walks up to the pile. He's gonna make a sanity check. Not great. He's gonna unload the rest of his gun into the agent. As you're laughing maniacally in the corner, you can't even hear yourself as the tinnitus sets in. Dave, how you feeling, bud? What are you doing?
He wipes
off the glass shards from his shirt, gets out of the car, doesn't even slam the door as the monkey wrench runs up to the guy, makes sure he's dead, takes the submachine gun, and is there any blue paint or any type of identification on him, on this guy?
Yeah, so
That's like,
you go through this person completely head to toe relatively quickly, and you manage to produce 2 more magazines for the submachine gun. You produce a wallet that contains a calling card, like a card for phone minutes. It has a handwritten note with like GPS coordinates on it, and that's it. There's no personal identification. There's no. I'll even give you this. There's no identifying marks or tattoos. There's nothing.
well, just having heard gunshots coming inside the office, I kind of steadily walk in there with the handgun straight in front of me, kind of yelling for Wilkins, Skylar.
You hear Skylar cackling in the back office, the back room of the office, and Wilkins. It's just kind of you hear like click, 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 as if he's pulling the trigger of his handgun over and over. Dave, you hear as a helicopter passes over the motel, going full speed. You also start to see all of those cop cars and those black vehicles whipping down the street away from the area. You get scared for a moment as if they're coming for you, and with their lights on, no siren, just lights. The entire caravan passes down the road and onto the highway. All 3 of you also hear from inside the clothing of the woman doing whatever dark rituals in this room, some radio chatter. T-minus 15 minutes. Please clear area.
We gotta get the fuck out of here.
Oh, great. Now what?
Skylar, grab Wilkins. We gotta go now.
Wilkins, we gotta go, man. We gotta go, Wilkins. I'm dropping the vocal fry. We gotta go now, Wilkins. We gotta go.
Just grab him.
Where the fuck are we?
He-
What are we running from? Diane's in the fucking tunnel.
Oh, fuck.
Where the fuck's the tunnel?
Right here.
It's under
And
the
he
safe.
walks over to these like cheap balsa wood doors over the closet and kind of just rips them off. And he's like, "Help me with this." There's a heavy safe in the back of the closet. You guys kind of tip it on its side and drag it off. And he sort of stands up and just stomps into the carpet and rips it up a little bit. And there's definitely an iron ring and a handle to a hatch.
Dave helps Wilkins pull that thing up, yoink it.
All right, it's a tipping point, boys. Are you going in the tunnel or are you going in the truck? That's what Wilkins says.
Can't leave you behind. Like, call for Diane. Maybe she's close. Maybe she can run this way.
Diane, your radio chirps up as you're seeing what was described before our camera cut away from you. This being that has become this sort of maw of teeth, arms wide, almost filling the tunnel, about to give chase. Diane, where are you? What do you do? Oh, you're muted, I think.
Muted, bro.
I am. I was.
It's all good. It's all good.
I would just shout back, like, just keep shouting. Trying to figure out, like, follow their voice.
So I would assume, are you just gonna flee from the creature or attempt to fight back? What's the plan?
No, full sprint. Full sprint away.
All right. We are in a chase. So, what are you gonna do to try to get away using what you have with you?
I lost the flashlight. You said it rolled away from me a little bit.
It's on the ground. I'll give it to you that you could like pick it up. And yeah, you have it in your hand. You're still like very close to no battery, but you have probably another 15 seconds of battery left on it.
I'm gonna turn the lights on, like just kind of flick it a few times right at the creature, and then just chuck the flashlight. Maybe try to get like past it,
Mm-hmm. Okay,
and
I'm
then
with that.
yeah, just book it.
Okay, you're gonna be able to make the first move to escape, but I'm gonna first want a sanity roll just for all the shit that went down.
Okay.
Because you were also bleeding pretty severely as you were chomped on by this thing, and a lot of its teeth are broken off and stuck in the wounds. And when you turn the flashlight on, maybe that ambient light kind of flashes onto like your stomach and shoulders, and these kind of soft but very sharp teeth are like melting, and like this kind of viscous liquid is covering you and going into the wounds.
Yeah, it's about as rough as it sounds. I got a 63.
All right, so we'll lose 7 points of sanity. Now that is not equal to 1/5 in one hit, so you will not hit a bout of madness just yet.
Ooh. Still time.
All right, so you full belt sprint, and you can hear behind you this creature is fast, but not necessarily faster than you. But looking back might not be an option, as you need to pay attention to this conduit. You have this flashlight, and you're clicking it on and off, and when the light's off, it's like there's things in the way, things trying to hold you back, things trying to grip you almost. It's like the darkness is actively grabbing you and trying to slow you down. But when you flick the light back on, you catch your footing. And when you get to the last T intersection, you feel a wind hit you from the right side. A warm wind hit you from your right side. And the battery runs out on the flashlight. So right as it runs out, go ahead and give me either a navigate or a spot hidden.
I think we're gonna go with spot hidden, yeah. Oh man, 30. Oh, I can spend 5 though. 5 luck.
All right. Sweet. Bam. So with that, there shouldn't be path to your right. There's nothing over there. It's just fields. It's cornfields that way. You're thinking in your head, you're putting where this tunnel is leading, and there's nothing that should be down that path, so you ignore it, and you take a left, and you sprint what feels like forever. You've given up on holding the conduit. You're running from whatever this thing is behind you, and this thing is loud, and it's giving chase, and it's breathing. It's like its breath is on the back of your neck, and you finally just boom, this sound of metal as you take 2 points of damage as you run straight into a steel ladder, and it maybe cracks a front tooth, but you grab onto this ladder and begin to climb up and up. And it's right as you're getting towards the ceiling that you see a little bit of light as a hatch swings open above you.
Oh, thank God.
Oh
And just
God!
keep it open, but as soon as I get up there, close it. And I'm just booking it up.
And you're up and out. So you're all together.
With that latch sealed shut, and we move the safe back on top of it.
Alright, we gotta get the fuck out of here. Everyone
Let's
in the
go.
car right now. It's a truck, go.
As you
I don't want to
guys,
run into any more monsters.
as fast as humanly possible, tip that safe back over the hatch. You just see this boom, the slam from underneath, like jaws hitting the boat, and the safe rattles, rolls to the side. The hatch bursts open as all of the last person's feet tearing like they're skidding like a drifting car around the corner. Dave's already in the driver's seat, cranking the keys. Country Roads starts blasting on the radio with the brights on. There's a dead man in front of you spread in the hallway, Skylar. What the fuck happened up here? You pile into the truck. Dave, I'm gonna need a hard success, drive auto, for everyone's life. T-minus 5 minutes.
What if I push?
You can push, but you can't use luck on a push. But I think that's your only option right now.
Dave, you gotta get started, man. We gotta get out of here, Dave. Oh, drive!
You peel out,
Floor that shit.
flooring it. The motel sign disappears behind you. You manage to get up onto the highway. There's another set of FEMA trucks. You slam through the middle, splattering one of them onto the trucks. You're flooring the vehicle as hard as you can as you look at the clock on the dashboard of your car. It's 5 in the morning. Sunrise isn't till 7. But god damn it, the sun sure is fucking rising behind you as this yellow and red light sort of rises in this sphere, this sort of mushroom behind you as you slam on the gas. Into the morning. And that's where we'll end. On land.
Back in the bunker.
Damn.
Holy shit, bro. That was fucking awesome.
Thank you so much for playing, guys. This has been Unland. Call of Cthulhu Modern Scenario. Heavily modified. Written by Scott Dorward. Distributed by Stygian Fox and approved by Chaosium. Our players tonight have been Phil, Kate, and Zach. Guys, you did it. You lived.
Like, I wasn't dying, bro. I made it through Funland.
Made it through the whole thing.
And now I'm gonna start a whole new YouTube channel.
That hard success.
It's gonna be about the paranormal.
That first hard success, slamming into that guy with the gun, and then this extreme success on a push.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my
Shouldn't
God,
have
dude.
happened, but the dice tell the story. I fucking love it so much.
I had the worst luck tonight. Rolling dice. Oh my god, dude.
Yeah.
That was the worst I've ever done. I didn't
Yeah,
get one pass.
Damn.
Dude, that was an awesome game.
I realized I had to start making decisions because I was just scared, and I was like, no, I know what I do, and I don't do anything about this. I leave it. Like, curiosity killed the cat, so.
So, our intrepid investigators entered Funland and released something. They brought something out with them. And they escaped Operation Sundown. Whether or not the Delta Green operators know who they are or made an identification before they made their escape, or if they left any evidence behind, is yet to be seen. Thank you so much. This has been a Monday Night Balladeers Halloween special. Our photography today was brought to us by Unsplash Photography. Our photographers by name are Shapelined, Tahiro Achu, Annie Spratt, Christopher Windus, Michael Franzek, Paul Volkner, and Jason Blackeye. We ran our photography and game rolls through Roll20.net. Our sound was brought to you through Sirenscape. We did our VoIP over Discord, and we stream using Streamlabs OBS. Guys, this is the Monday Night Balladeers, and if you're talking and nobody's responding, you might be muted.